The digestive system is a group of organs working together to convert food into energy-basic nutrients to feed the entire body. It absorbs and breaks down minerals, vitamins, nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins to be used throughout the whole body and outputs all the unneeded items as feces. The digestive system starts when the food is put in the mouth and ends when the waste leaves the body through the anus. The digestive system starts at the mouth, which is the opening to the alimentary canal. The mouth helps in the process of mastication, which is the crushing and grinding of food by teeth. The lips are lined with a mucous membrane to help draw food into the digestive system while moistening and lubricating it. The cheeks are a barrier for mastication, pushing food back into the teeth to be chewed up and swallowed. The tongue is the strongest muscle in the body pound for pound. It consists of 5 tastes, which is salty located on the side of the tongue, sour located on the side of the tongue, sweet located on the tip of the tongue, bitter located on the back of the tongue, and umami located on the middle of the tongue. The tongue also helps with the process of mastication by pushing food back into the teeth. It also helps with speech and pushing food into the back of the mouth for swallowing. The teeth help with the breaking down of food by chewing, and the saliva has enzymes by which the digestive process starts. Each human has 32 teeth throughout the upper and lower jaw. 8 incisors located in the front of the mouth are sharp and help with cutting. 4 bicuspids known as canines help with tearing and are located in the middle of the mouth. Lastly, 20 molars located in the back of the mouth help with the grinding of food. The gums are made of porous alveolar bone covered by skin called gingivae. They form a solid seal around the teeth to help keep bacteria out. The gingivae are tightly bound to the underlying bone, which helps resist the friction of food passing over them. Healthy gums are firm, cover the entire root of the tooth, and do not bleed when brushed or poked. Under the gums are the periodontal ligament, which attach the teeth to the jaw, allowing for a firm and strong hold. The salivary glands produce saliva, which helps keep the mouth and other parts of the digestive system moist. It consists of 3 glands called the parotid, sublingual, and submandibular gland. The parotid gland, which is the largest, is located on either side of the mouth in front of both ears. The sublingual gland is located on each side of the jaw below the jawbone. The submandibular glands are located beneath the floor of the mouth. Amylase is a digestive enzyme that acts on starch in the food, breaking it down into smaller molecules. It is secreted by your salivary glands and acts on the food you are chewing, converting it into maltose, which is a smaller carbohydrate. When starchy food like rice or potatoes begin to break down in your mouth, you might detect a slightly sweet taste as maltose is released. The amylase in your mouth is the first breakdown on a molecular level in the digestive system.
The palate includes the roof of the mouth and the hard palate and the soft palate. It channels down food and also causes the gag reflex in the throat. It also ends at the uvula, which is located in the back of the throat. The pharynx includes both respiratory and digestive systems, and includes the tonsils and salivary glands. It also makes a smell and taste. The epiglottis locks the larynx when swallowing, and it creates the bolus, which is created after mastication. The esophagus connects the pharynx to the stomach and moves food by the action called peristalsis, which is a wave-like contraction of many muscles that moves food down the throat. The cardiac sphincter is also the entrance to the stomach. After the esophagus, the food is then passed on to the stomach, which ends up mixing the food and creates chyme, which is a smooth-like paste. The pyloric sphincter controls the flow of chyme into the small intestine. The fundus captures and absorbs gases that are released in the mixing process. Rugae are also known as the folds inside of the stomach, which can stretch and expand. Gastric juices come from the rugae and they start to digest the protein. The small intestine changes the acidity to basic and continues protein digestion and breaks down the fat. The duodenum is the first loop of the small intestine, followed by the jejunum and the ileum. The gallbladder is located under the liver and stores bile, which is produced inside the liver. Emulsification is also a process that takes place in which large fat globules dissolve into smaller fat globules.
The jejunum is the middle segment of the small intestine. Most of the nutrients present in food is absorbed by the jejunum before being passed onto the ileum for further absorption. The ileum is a smooth muscular tube in which food is pushed through by the peristalsis. Ileum absorbs nutrients, minerals, and vitamins. The small intestine contains small finger-like projections called villi. The thin membrane allows for absorption by diffusion. The rich capillary beds absorb vitamins, minerals, and nutrients into the bloodstream. The Ileocecal Junction connects the small intestine to the large intestine. The appendix is a vestigial organ located in the lower right abdomen. The vestigial organ once acted as a second stomach to digest certain foods. The large intestine is made up of 4 colons: the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and the sigmoid colon. The large intestine is the final absorption of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients. Leftover dry material is called feces. The rectum and anus are the final stages of the digestive tract. The rectum is the last section of the large intestine before reaching the anus. It is used for a holding area for feces. The sphincter of the anus controls the flow of the feces. The liver has many functions. It detoxifies blood, processes cholesterol, produces bile, proteins, and amino acids. It makes coagulants and anticoagulants. It also stores blood, iron, and glycogen.